Mom, look! Another china cabinet.
Hello. Who buys china cabinets anymore?
Well, not our customers, but I do, so that we can split them up.
Oh, this one is pretty blah. We gotta do some magic on this, Dani.
It has so much potential. It's gonna be great, I promise.
Do you remember the last china cabinet we did?
Oh man, we made $1,100 from those two separate pieces.
I know, we gotta do that again.
Let's hope so. I actually really love the character of this Hutch. I love the shape of it, the lines, and it's solid wood.
It's really cute.
It is cute, from the 70s or 80s. Like, look at that little hardware.
And there's like no scratches, no dings. It's in beautiful shape.
Yeah, we're not going to have to do much repairing here, thankfully. This could actually be a really quick project.
But you know it's not going to be. You might have heard us mention in our other videos about our little rotobit. It's an electric screwdriver. It's cordless.
And it's so tiny.
And it works so well. I love it.
And it has all the bits just sitting there in the back, so you don't have to search for them. Yeah, you can get in all the tiny places. This thing has become invaluable. We use it more than our big Ryobi drill.
And you guys, it is available on Amazon. It doesn't cost that much. I highly recommend you get one.
Yeah, it's a great $20 purchase that you will not regret.
If you would like to purchase one, just go to our description below. We have links to all the Amazon products that we use, and that will help us earn a small commission.
It's no extra cost to you. We've got all the products and tools that we're using in this video linked below.
We always start off with cleaning all of our furniture. It's just the smart thing to do. You know, we really have to pay attention to prepping the piece so that everything that we put on it, that whether it's the stain or the paint, it will adhere to our surface.
If you don't like sanding, furniture flipping may not be for you.
I love sanding.
She's actually not being sarcastic. So for a lot of this piece, we're just going to scuff sand because we're going to be painting right over it. But we definitely want to get some parts down to bare wood that we'll be staining.
So for a lot of this piece, we're going to paint. And when you paint, all you have to do is hand sand it just to scuff up the finish.
It doesn't have to be hand sanded. You can scuff sand with a power sander. You're just hand sanding because the ridges.
Right, and because you're using the power sander, so I couldn't use it right now.
While Mom's scuff sanding, you know, because she loves sanding so much.
And I'm getting my arm workout too.
You're going to have one buff arm compared to the other. I'm going to take these sides down to bare wood using the orbital sander. And I'm just starting with the 60 grit because I need to cut through this finish.
It was tough finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was so stubborn. I think it was preserved and in great condition, and it hasn't been degraded at all, so it wasn't going anywhere very quickly.
I'll take Danish over finish any day.
Looking back, I definitely feel like we should have just used stripper, and not just on these sides. I mean, foreshadowing, those doors were killer.
I hate stripper. It's messy and it's toxic and it stinks and I hate it.
I'm so grateful these sides are solid wood. Otherwise, I definitely would have burned through the veneer. Because we started with the 60 grit, we moved up to the 120, up to the 180, and finally the 220. And now it's finally ready for some stain.
Smooth as a baby's butt. Yay! It is painting day. Time to cover up those sides and get to painting. But wait, am I cleaning again? Why do I always have to clean, Dani?
Because your eyes aren't good enough anymore to do the frog tape properly. We learned that the hard way.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
I really feel like we have painting days dialed in. This spray tint is the bomb. It keeps everything else in the garage totally paint free. And we have this gigantic dolly, which makes our life really easy for moving the piece around while we're spraying. And of course, we have our fabulous, handy dandy Fuji sprayer, which
Fuji.
I can't live without now that we've discovered how great it is. I think we've used it on 20 projects, and I fall more in love with it every single time I use it. All right, here's the green, you guys. What do you think of it? Is it the right muted, warm, but cool green?
Hey guys, comment below. Do you think we should have done green, or would you have preferred blue, black, white, or whatever?
Hot pink, maybe? Tell
Hot
us what
pink.
color you would have done. So we ended up doing 3 coats of green, and now we're going to do 2 coats of poly. Now that I'm all finished, I'm going to pour the leftover green back in its jar, but I'm not going to totally clean this sprayer out now. I'm going to leave this little bit of remnant in here, add the polyurethane, and now I have a green tinted poly. And this is a great tip because this is going to help prevent your top coat from looking cloudy when it goes on your painted pieces.
And it saves time too. I don't want to complain, but I'm gonna. Whoa! How many hours did we spend sanding those doors, Dani?
Combined, it was 8 hours.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea. Where's the stripper?
Field trip time. All right, we need to go find some materials to build our base. We want to get this hutch up off the ground because when you look inside at the treasures inside, you want to be able to see them at eye level. So we want to bring it up a couple feet. And in order to build this base, we want to use really high quality materials. So we're going to get a hardwood. Red oak or poplar are both good options, but we're trying to match the raw doors and the raw sides as much as possible. So poplar is going to be our winner today. So we started with this gigantic piece. When you're looking for these pieces, always make sure to check all the sides, check for any warping, and even Pops got into the action cutting this up for us. For the 4 legs, we want to use 2x2 poplar. Unfortunately, our Home Depot doesn't have long stretches of them. They just have the pre-cut 36 inchers. It's more waste than we care to use and a little more expensive, but it's okay. It's going to work great for this piece. We're back home and I am so excited to get this base built. I haven't made one of these in a few months. We're going to go ahead and link the last video where we did one of these, where I go into a little more detail about how to do this.
Just a note on this base, it is going to be extra tall, so we want it to be very sturdy so it will hold the weight of the hutch.
We gotta beef it up.
That's right. So we're taking an 8-inch wide piece of poplar for the skirt on the front and on the sides. And that's just going to make it extra strong. But what did you use on the back of it, Dani?
Just a 4-inch common board, because no one's going to see it, but it gives a little more extra support for this piece. Have you guys heard of the Furniture Flipping Summit yet?
It's going to be so good.
Yeah, it's this week, this Tuesday through Friday, May 17th to the 20th. It's a free online event that anyone can sign up for regardless of your skill level.
I can't wait.
It's going to be great. Mom and I are actually guest speakers at this event, along with about 18 other people. And we are the very first class.
Woo!
The very first presentation, Tuesday morning. We have the link below for you to get signed up for free. Go ahead and get signed up so you are there for the first class. You don't want to miss it. Before I start putting in those pocket holes, I want to make sure to know exactly which piece is which, what direction it's going to face, where the top is, where the bottom is, because when I've done this before, I've accidentally put pocket holes in the wrong place. So doing little marks on there and labeling which side is the left, which side is the right, really helps this go so much smoother once it's time to sand, pocket hole, and assemble it. Thank you guys for being here. It means so much to us that you watch these videos, you interact with us by commenting and liking. If you would just take a moment to subscribe, that would be huge for us. It helps YouTube see that you guys like our videos and to put us out there even more, because that's really helping our little business grow.
Oh, and push that like button too.
I already said that a couple times though.
Oh. All right, just ignore that last comment.
Now it's time to get some color on the wood. We're using Varathane Hazelwood, and we hadn't used this before. It's a little grayer than we were hoping, and we want to add a little warmth. So we added the Early American by Rust-Oleum as well. And as we were putting it on though, we were realizing some parts of this wood were getting really splotchy, and we sanded well. So the problem is that we needed to use some pre-stain. So we sanded everything back down to raw wood, applied the pre-stain, and then the wood was ready for the stain.
It's just weird. Sometimes those samples don't look like the final color at all.
At all.
One important thing that I discovered was that we needed to use the pre-stain that was oil-based. So don't make that mistake. It can come in water-based or oil-based. But if you're using oil-based stain, you need to use oil-based conditioner.
Oh yeah, good tip.
We let the stain dry overnight. And now Dani's back in early in the morning with the Watco Wipe on Poly. And that's just going to protect that stained finish.
One tip I've learned over making this base a few times is it goes much smoother if you do all your sanding, all your staining, and even sealing the wood before you assemble. So now that we've done that with these pieces, all we have to do is put it together and attach it. Mom, get out of the way.
Oh my gosh, I never know when that camera's on.
Yet you always stand in front of it regardless.
Well, I want to get a good view.
Oh, no. My mom sometimes calls me the Great Gatsby because I gasp all the time and it's never a big deal. This time it was kind of a big deal.
You have to laugh about it. You can't cry.
I know, I was so tired though. I wanted to cry, but it's okay. This will be a quick fix. We can take care of this, but seriously?
Woohoo! The base is done and it's beautiful.
It is. It looks great. Let's get it on the hutch.
We are almost done. All right, for a review, I think we spent a total of about $150. That base was not cheap to build. And the last hutch that we sold like this one, it sold for about $600 in less than a day. So I think we can try to get maybe at least 600, maybe almost 700.
Thank you guys so much for being here and for watching. We hope you loved watching this project and seeing all our screw-ups.
I love how it turned out though.
It is. It's beautiful. We're excited to sell it, see who ends up buying it. And don't forget, sign up for that Furniture Flipping Summit this week. We'll see you over there.
All right.
Aloha.